Guys, welcome back to another video. So my name is Piers. I am from GrowYourBnb.com. If you haven't watched any of my videos, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. So listen, today's video is all about what type of short-term renter owners are you, or what type of short-term rentals are there out there in the market, and how can you fit into one of those. So today through this video, I'm going to share with you different types of short-term rental owners that I personally worked with, and now I'm talking from people who have had no knowledge in the industry to property management companies such as one of my clients who's got over 200 properties I have personally worked with in the last few months, got them amazing results. So look, you are in the right video today to be able to learn the types of short-term rental owners. If you're skeptical about investing on short-term rental business, this is the right video for you, just because I'd be able to share you all the step-by-step process of becoming a short-term rental owner. Well, before I start this video, congratulations to Gio. If you haven't watched his video, by the way, I've just posted on my channel, and he talks about how he's gone from giving up a short-term rental business in 2020 to actually restarting back on 2021, and to be able to work with myself, actually acquire 5 properties, and not only acquiring them but filling it up for his investors, and really getting some of those units has got over £800 profit. So take all the expenses, is making £800 profit per month on those units. So look, if you haven't watched this video, I'm going to leave the link even down below, up somewhere here. Do watch it, and let's start this video. So types of operators, depending on either the number of properties you have or either the number of properties you might be able to secure in the coming months. So the first one is mature operators, right? These people are maybe people like yourself who's watching my videos or many other people's videos, literally looking at internet right now and going, what is a short-term rental business? What is an Airbnb business? Or you might be based in Australia where people call it vacation rental homes. So you might be one of those people who are literally at the moment searching different videos online and to be able to learn about the industry. The second one is beginner operators, right? So these people maybe have gone through some courses. Again, you might be one of them who have probably invested. Again, not 90% of beginners are generally people who have invested on a short-term rental course, probably online course or mentorship and stuff, and normally have one property, and they are really looking to learn the business. They will be learning more of an operational side of the short-term rental just because they've already started, but they are not replacing their income with that. That is purely the fact that they've started the business while they're working somewhere, or while they're partnering or JVing it with some other people. So the third one is the early action takers. So these people are the ones who probably have run units. So I've got many clients like that who've started with the first unit, and now they probably have 3 to 5 units, and these are early action takers who are about to come out of the job, effectively have replaced their income through short-term rental business and short-term rental property. They have a very concrete vision, so they are really, they've got a plan in place. They know what they're going to achieve in 3 to 6 months. They know exactly how many units they're going to achieve in 3 to 6 months, while they're actually making a solid foundation of their current existing property. Right, so the fourth one is expert operator. So these people are probably who have gone through the phase of being in the industry maybe a year or two. Effectively, they've got no problem about the knowledge of the industry. They've got no problem in the vision they've set for the business. They've already gone from not having no knowledge to taking actions to having few units now. These people are generally from 5 to 10 units, and what they the only problem or the only challenge they will start facing in this zone or the level is actually property management. As they're growing their business, they're now thinking about the numbers of units they've got, the numbers of management they're going to have in place as well. So that is probably one of the biggest challenge. But in a nutshell, I would say an expert operator would be the next person moving into a lot more bigger portfolio in the coming months and years. And the last one is the big management companies. Now, as you're thinking about how this journey goes from people having no units to having few units to have been in the industry probably few years, and eventually they would go into some of personally I know, and my personal clients as well, they've gone through owning maybe 50, 60 to 200 properties, And effectively, these are the people who are now creating legacy in the business, legacy in the short-term rental industry, and they start to grow into 200, 300, even 500 now. A personal client of mine, again, I will do a video about the client soon and the company soon, and probably get an interview with them as well. And we've taken some of their direct booking performance from, I think, probably around 300% growth in just about 3 months working with GrowYourBnb. And effectively what we've done is we've taken all their properties and created opportunities where they've never done before. And that is your big management companies, and big management companies are the one who are effectively taking other people's property, taking into their portfolio and taking commission out to run their business. So now the types of operators I want to explain, depending on either you owning property or leasing property. So now you have operators with their own property who are homeowners or even buy-to-let investors who are now becoming creative with their investments. So when they purchase property, rather than letting it out as a single let, in UK we call it single let. In your country or US or Australia, you might be saying it's a family house. Rather than renting it to that, you actually turn it into a short-term rental or Airbnb business. So nowadays, homeowners or buy-to-let investors are actually being very, very creative to actually get a lot more cash flow through their properties. Now, the second one is operators with their properties on rent or lease, also known as Airbnb arbitrage, right? So what you're doing is you're effectively going to a landlord who wants a hands-free approach. You take their property in a certain X amount of rent, you tell the landlord what you're exactly doing, and you take that property and then turn it into an Airbnb. Effectively, what you're doing is you don't need a high deposit to be able to buy this property or to get into this business, because you're effectively renting a property from a landlord, and then you're re-letting it out in the right way with the right lease to the Airbnb, and that's how you're gonna, we call it in the UK, a rent-to-rent service accommodation business. So now it's types of operators depending on the operational of the business. So, right, let's go with the first one, part-time operators. So these are people who would, again, people like yourself maybe watching my video who are actually currently employed or working or run a separate business and want to get into a rent-to-rent or a rental, Airbnb rental arbitrage, right? And what you're doing is you're doing it in a part-time basis or on the side while you're effectively having your full-time job. Most people, I'd say, more than 80% of in the industry right now, be in the UK or around the world, this is how they normally start. Right, the second one is full-time operators. Now, generally, your part-time operators are the one who then turn into full-time operators while they're growing their property portfolio, right? So imagine somebody who is running the unit as 1 unit or 2 unit as a part-timer will effectively move into a full-time operator as when they have 5 units or 10 units, effectively replacing their income, which means they've got one vision for the business, they want to grow the business, they want to make sure they have a profitable income coming through these properties, and at the end of the day, they want to make sure this business now pays off as a serious business rather than something as a part-time. And the last one is rental operators with property managers. Now, you can have it in 2 ways. I personally know people who have got properties or invested in a lot of properties as a rent-to-rent basis and then passed it over to a management company who's going to manage it on their behalf, which means effectively they've got a hands-free investment. And I also know investors who've built, blocks of apartments, blocks of houses in the UK and then passed it over or actually hired somebody in-house as an operational manager to be able to run, or as a property manager to be able to run their portfolio as a short-term rental business. So believe me when I say this, just watching this video, you must be in somewhere in this journey I've mentioned, right? There's different stages to operational, different stages to the numbers of property you have, different stages to the number, the operation status you have as a business, and everyone watching this video will be at some point. So guys, look, if you're watching this video, I would love you to do one thing. Comment down below at what stage you currently are and how me and my company at GrowYourBnb can help you. Listen, my team are looking for clients like yourself to be able to take you into next level and to grow your business, grow your service accommodation business. And as you know, there is no limit to this business, right? So guys, If you like this video, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you're new to the channel and you've watched this video for the first time, my name is Piers and I am from GrowYourBnb.com. If you want to know more about my company, if you want to learn more about short-term rental business, do make sure you visit our website. There's a lot more content out there for you to learn, to be able to understand more about short-term rental business before you make your investment.